Thomas the Tank Engine, Wooden Railway, Season 1, Episode 1, Old Eddie. It was a difficult time as it was currently World War II. There was one blue engine on the island named Edward. He was a small tender engine, a 4 class. It was one fateful day. Edward was collecting some materials to build a new line. But then out of nowhere, a green tank engine was coming right at him. Edward quickly backed up, knocking his load through the buffers. The green engine raced by, looped the curve, and his front wheels came off. "What was that?" exclaimed Edward. Edward quickly turned around and went to help the little tank engine. After much effort, the tank engine was finally pulled back onto the line. Edward noticed that the little tank engine was in a war color used for trains during the war. "Who are you and why are you here on our land?" asked Edward. "I'm Thomas," said the little tank engine. "I'm escaping from the war that's going on. I was recruited, but I escaped to here." Edward was very skeptical, but after talking with Sir Topham Hatt, the tank engine was allowed to stay. With extra hands, this made preparations to preparing the railway much easier, though the tank engine still had a lot to learn, often derailing a bunch of trucks. One night, the two engines were backing into the newly built shed. "So," asked Thomas, "Where do you come from?" asked Thomas. Edward gave a long sigh. "I will tell, but it will be a very long story." "I like stories," said Thomas, and Edward began to tell the story. "Long ago," began Edward, "I worked on the Furness Railway in a beautiful red and black paint job. It was always very busy there, with lots and lots of work to be done. But as the years went on, I eventually was used less and less, till one day I became a prop just for the bigger engines to make fun of. They would always laugh at me for my rare configuration and my paint job, but I didn't mind, because one day the foreman came up to me. "Edward, I have excellent news for you. You have been rented out and are going to a new island. We are going to have to repaint you though, and you're going to be blue because we don't have any more red paint." The bigger engines were much jealous of me for going away, but I didn't mind after I was painted. And that's the most important stuff of my life. "Wow, Edward, that was an amazing story," said Thomas. "Well, good night. See you in the morning," said Thomas as he rolled back into his shed and quickly fell asleep. "Good night, little Thomas," said Edward, and the two engines quickly fell asleep. The end.